Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Once Upon a Time. Now I know last week I missed the episode and the review. I did miss the review because it was during my hiatus. I just caught up with Once Upon a Time today, so I was able to watch last week's episode and today's episode together. But I'm only going to talk about today's episode. So let's talk about it. This episode we get to see that everyone's trying to find out, well, where the author is, and we find out that he's actually in the door of the page that's in the book. So by the end, we get to see that they find the author, and he's not a nice guy. He runs away. So now there's just a loose author, and he can do whatever he wants. Other story is with Maleficent and her child. We find out exactly the wrong thing that Snow and Prince Charming does, and they kind of kill the baby. At least they thought they did, but really is just transferred to the world they live in now, our world. So I guess somewhere outside Storybrooke, Lilith, we find out her name's Lily, is living somewhere and having a good life, hopefully. We don't know, but Maleficent wants to look for her child, and I'm sure that's going to be some episode coming up. And that's pretty much what's going on with this episode. That's it. But I enjoyed this a lot. You know, there's some really good Regina scenes, of course. As I always say, Regina is my favorite character. And I love that she's still trying to go undercover. Rumple ends up finding out in the end of this episode that she was undercover, and he didn't trust her anyways. But, you know, I really like that Regina tried her hardest. You know, it's her still trying to be a hero, and hopefully by the end, she will get her happily ever after. And then comparing that to the opposite of, you know, our heroes, Snow White and Prince Charming, being nothing but villains in a way. They did the wrong thing, but at this point in the episode, and at this point the present timeline, they were going to actually rip up the page and either A, kill the author, and B, Regina really not have a chance of her happily ever after. But then Snow says, wait, we're being the villains, so we shouldn't do this. And they're finally being the heroes they should be again. But it's them being in this whole gray area during this half of the season, which I really enjoyed with this episode. Because my complaint with the Frozen story arc was that there wasn't enough Snow and there wasn't enough Charming. And those are two characters I really enjoy, and I felt like they just didn't know where they were going with them. But finally, they had a really interesting story arc. Now, if you're an Emma fan, she's hardly in this episode. That's a bit of a disappointment. But really, it was okay just to focus on Regina. Maleficent was a big focus. I'm really excited to see who her daughter is connected-wise. I know some people are like, oh, please don't make her Aurora because of the movie. It'd be a little bit too similar. But yeah, I'm glad they went this direction also, and hopefully they can connect Lily to somebody. Maybe she is connected already. Also really like the Walt Disney reference. They mentioned Walt's name when they were talking about the author. I'm like, that's a pretty good Disney reference. But yeah, overall, I thought this was one of the better episodes of the villain arc. I'm starting to like the villain arc a little bit more. I liked last episode with Ursula too. At first I felt a little cold to the villain arc. I wasn't sure about it, but I'm liking it a lot more now as they concentrate on our main characters again. And we'll see what happens in the future with the author. There's a lot of great stories coming up, so I like the development they made here. So we won't have another new episode of Once Upon a Time in 2 weeks. I don't know why. They must have some event on Sunday. Usually that's the reason they do it. I know Revenge is going to be same thing, 2 weeks. They're going to have a break. But once the break is over, I will have another review for Once Upon a Time. So hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the episode. In the description below, there's links for my comic book, like Father Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, I like Father Like Daughter. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And don't forget to like my Facebook page for my YouTube channel. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.